President Trump has spent months cynically and baselessly questioning whether Joe Biden is with it. Well, now he's trying a different tactic, trying to raise expectations about how well Joe Biden should perform in the first debate next week.
I think he's a professional. I don't know if he's all there, but I think he's a professional. I have to assume that he's a professional and that he can debate.
Maybe that would work if the president himself had not been saying this about Biden on repeat for the entirety of the campaign.
I think he's a professional. I don't know if he's all there.
Biden doesn't know he's alive.
I say he's not competent to be president. To be president, you have to be sharp and tough and so many other things. Joe doesn't know he's alive, okay? He doesn't know he's alive. Biden can't put two sentences together.
It's totally baseless. And now, 1 week to the first debate, President Trump, who is the most prominent purveyor of conspiracy theories in America, is floating this one about Joe Biden.
I got a debate coming up with this guy. No, it's true. You never know. You never know. They give him a big fat shot in the ass and he comes out. And for 2 hours, he's better than ever before. You know. The problem is what happens after that. Nah, we're going to ask for a drug test. We are. I'd like to have a drug test. Both of us. I'll take it. He'll take it.
Joe Biden has not yet agreed to a drug test.
All right, so let's get this straight. Trump has been baselessly claiming that Biden isn't with it for months now, but now he's sowing doubt about why Biden is so with it, covering all his bases, I guess. He's saying that if you think Biden seems normal, well, it's because it's drug-induced. This has no basis in fact. He is just making stuff up, but it's designed to make you wonder, to creep into your head and stick, because that's how conspiracy theories take hold. He is planting a seed, and his state-run news channel and its on-staff doctor is watering the hell out of it.
So now President Trump says, you know, we should have drug testing before debates. And I'm thinking, why would he be saying that? Well, let me tell you one reason, Tucker. There's a study that shows that for people who have mild cognitive thinking or memory problems, you know what helps? Speed. You know what helps? Adderall, a drug that I prescribe. These drugs can help in low doses for short periods of time. Now, look, in the Olympics, we're testing athletes. Baseball games, we don't want anybody to juice. We're looking for competitive advantage. We're analyzing that. We want to make sure nobody takes advantage.
Why would Trump be saying that about Biden, Dr. Siegel asks? Well, because Trump has shown that he plays dirty and tries to win at all costs. But what about Dr. Siegel? He's supposed to be a doctor, and he's talking about speed and drug tests. Siegel is paid actual money by a network with the word news in its title, not to help spread the word about keeping people safe in a pandemic or to correct the anti-science rhetoric of the Trump administration that has cost lives, but to weaponize his medical credentials against a presidential candidate. Let's re-rack the tape, because there is one thing that the good doctor said that we should put credence in.
Now, I haven't examined the former vice president. I don't have a clinical diagnosis to make. But
well, he should have stopped there. Remember, this is the same doctor who was impressed with President Trump being able to repeat a string of 5 words.
It was 30 or 35 questions. The first questions are very easy. The last questions are much more difficult. Like a memory question, it's like you'll go person, woman, man, camera, TV. So they say, could you repeat that? So I said, yeah. So it's person, woman, man, camera, TV. Okay, that's very good. But then when you go back about 20, 25 minutes later and they say, go back to that question. They don't tell you this. Go back to that question and repeat them. Can you do it? And you go, person, woman, man, camera, TV. They say, that's amazing. How did you do that? I do it because I have like a good memory, because I'm cognitively there.
And Mark Siegel is the doctor who gave this medical advice to millions of Fox News viewers, most of whom, recall, are older and thus more vulnerable to the coronavirus.
Let me tell you something. This virus should be compared to the flu because at worst, At worst case scenario, it could be the flu.
Now, we know that Fox News is the green room for Trump sycophants, but it's also apparently the doctor's office, and it hands out some of the worst medical advice that money